Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most astonishing military breakthroughs to come out of Israel in recent years, a weapon innovation that has captured global attention and left defense experts around the world stunned. This new technology is not just an upgrade, it is a complete redefinition of how future warfare may unfold. Israel, already known for producing high-tech defense systems, has once again pushed the boundaries far beyond expectations. This new development has sparked debate, admiration, and even concern as nations try to understand how this invention will shape the next decade of global security. Israel's security landscape has always demanded rapid adaptation. Surrounded by ongoing threats and facing constant challenges, Israeli engineers and defense researchers have mastered the art of creating solutions that are fast, precise, and incredibly effective. The latest innovation follows the same pattern, but introduces a level of sophistication not seen before. For years, Israel has been working quietly on advanced weapon systems, but this new project represents a leap into a future where speed, accuracy, automation, and smart targeting merge into a single seamless capability. It's a blend of artificial intelligence, laser physics, unmanned systems, and extreme precision engineering. The world first heard rumors about this system through scattered reports, but full details were kept under tight secrecy. Only recently have clearer glimpses emerged, and what we now know has shaken military analysts. The system is believed to combine high-energy laser power with autonomous targeting protocols capable of detecting, tracking, and destroying threats in real time. This means drones, rockets, artillery shells, and even stealthy aerial vehicles can be neutralized in seconds. The goal behind this innovation is simple: stop incoming threats before they even get close. And Israel seems to have achieved that goal with surprising efficiency. One of the most striking features of the new system is its ability to operate silently. Unlike missiles that launch with noise and smoke, a high-energy laser leaves no trail and no sound, making it incredibly difficult for enemies to track or evade. This silent strike capability has baffled many countries, especially those that rely heavily on traditional missile technology. Laser weapons, once considered science fiction, have now become a real operational asset. Israel's breakthrough is not just a prototype. Early tests indicate it's transitioning into active service, scaling up in power and range. Another remarkable aspect is the speed of response. Traditional anti-air systems require seconds to minutes for tracking, locking, and launching. A laser system instantly fires at the speed of light. This means the moment a threat is detected, it can be neutralized almost immediately. This shift reduces the window for attack and gives defenders an overwhelming advantage. Nations around the world are now scrambling to understand how Israel managed to stabilize the laser beams, maintain precision over long distances, and ensure consistent performance even in challenging weather conditions. Israel's innovation also incorporates a new approach to autonomous defense. Instead of relying on manual targeting, the system uses advanced AI to decide which threats pose the highest risk. It prioritizes targets automatically and eliminates them in a calculated sequence. The AI is trained on thousands of real-world scenarios, making it incredibly reliable. This level of autonomy marks a new phase in warfare where machines don't just assist humans, they make decisions faster than humans ever could. Such a capability has sparked intense discussions on ethics and control, but it also highlights the future trend of global defense. The cost efficiency of the new weapon is another factor shocking the world. Traditional missile interceptors cost tens of thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, per shot. Israel's laser system, however, can fire at a cost of only a few dollars per burst of energy. This is a game-changing shift. An enemy launching massive drone swarms would expect to drain a nation's resources, but with a low-cost laser, that strategy becomes ineffective. Israel can now defend itself without worrying about skyrocketing expenses. This financial advantage gives it a long-term defensive edge. Many experts believe this new technology will redefine Middle Eastern power dynamics. countries in the region have been developing increasingly advanced drone capabilities. Some have even supplied armed drones to proxy groups. Israel's innovation effectively nullifies this strategy. A laser system cannot be overwhelmed by swarm attacks because it doesn't require physical ammunition. As long as it has power, it can keep firing continuously. This unlimited magazine capability is one of the reasons global militaries are taking this development very seriously. International reactions have been mixed. Some nations are deeply impressed and view Israel as a leader in defense innovation. Others express concern that this breakthrough will accelerate a new arms race. Multiple countries have already begun approaches to either buy the technology, collaborate, or develop their own systems. Israel, however, is being extremely selective and cautious. Because of the strategic importance, sharing this weapon could shift global alliances and military balance. The United States has shown interest, European countries have requested demonstrations, and Asian powers are quietly studying Israel's progress. Behind this innovation stands a massive ecosystem of engineers, physicists, software developers, and defense specialists who have spent years refining every detail. Israel's defense industry has always been known for being compact but highly efficient. This new achievement highlights what a focused, threat-driven nation can accomplish. From advanced sensors to thermal stabilizers and AI-driven software, every component works in harmony to create a system capable of defending against multiple threats simultaneously. It doesn't just destroy targets, it identifies them with astonishing precision. There are also strong indications that this technology will not be limited to stationary defense. Israel is working to mount the system on armored vehicles, naval ships, and even aircraft. A mobile laser platform would transform battlefields by allowing units to carry their own protective shield everywhere they go. Imagine a convoy protected from drones, missiles, and artillery in real time. That concept is now closer than ever. The defense world is watching closely because mobility is often the key factor separating theoretical technology from real tactical advantage. Critics have raised concerns about the limitations of laser weapons, especially in bad weather conditions like heavy fog or rain. However, Israel appears to have developed powerful compensating mechanisms. New adaptive optics and beam shaping technologies allow the system to maintain effectiveness even when atmospheric conditions are not ideal. While not perfect, the improvements are far beyond what other countries have demonstrated. This further elevates Israel's position as the leader in usable, real-world laser defense. Another surprising part of this innovation is how compact the system has become. Early laser weapons required massive energy sources and large installations. Israel's design, however, is far smaller and more efficient. New energy storage methods, cooling systems, and optical stabilizers make it possible to mount the weapon on small platforms. This level of miniaturization was once considered nearly impossible. The fact that Israel achieved it speaks to their technological maturity and focus on practical, deployable solutions. As information spreads, global militaries are now preparing for a future where drones and missiles may no longer dominate the skies. This is forcing them to rethink offensive strategies. If Israel can stop almost any incoming threat instantly, then nations must develop entirely new methods of attack. This shift will likely trigger a transformation in global military doctrines. For decades, air-power dominated warfare. Now, defensive systems like these are challenging that dominance. It is a turning point that could reshape how countries design both weapons and countermeasures. Israel's new weapon innovation also has implications beyond the battlefield. Civilian infrastructure like airports, power plants, and government buildings could eventually be protected by the same technology. This would make critical installations much safer from drone threats, which have been a rising concern worldwide. Private companies involved in the energy sector have already expressed interest. The technology's future may extend far beyond military use, becoming a standard security tool for nations and corporations alike. There is also a psychological effect at play. When potential adversaries know that their expensive drones or rockets can be neutralized effortlessly, it acts as a deterrent. This reduces the likelihood of attacks in the first place. Deterrence has always been central to Israel's defense strategy. This new system strengthens that strategy significantly. It sends a message: attacking Israel with conventional aerial threats may no longer be effective. That message alone may be enough to prevent conflicts before they escalate. While Israel keeps refining the system, the rest of the world is attempting to catch up. However, the level of expertise and testing Israel has performed gives it a strong head start. Nations may develop similar programs, but replicating Israel's precision, stability, and efficiency could take years. By then, Israel may already be working on an even more advanced version. Innovation in the defense sector never stops, and Israel's accelerated pace is making it increasingly difficult for others to match. Many analysts believe this new invention could become the foundation for next-generation defense grids. Integrating radar networks, satellite data, AI command systems, and laser platforms could create an airtight shield over entire regions. Israel is currently exploring this concept. A nationwide laser network would offer continuous protection across cities, borders, and strategic locations. This is no longer hypothetical. It is a realistic objective, and Israel is closer than any other nation to achieving it. Even as Israel prepares to expand the program, secrecy remains high. Many details about the system's power output, range, energy source, and operational platform are still undisclosed. This mystery adds to the global fascination. Countries are trying to estimate its true capabilities, but Israel prefers not to reveal too much. This ambiguity itself is a strategic advantage. When opponents do not know the limits of a weapon, they must assume it is highly capable. The weapon's success also reflects the broader Israeli mindset of turning challenges into opportunities. Constant threats have shaped their engineering culture. Instead of relying on foreign systems, Israel innovates and produces solutions tailored to its specific needs. This independence has allowed its defense industry to grow rapidly. The latest innovation is another milestone in a long legacy that includes Iron Dome, David's Sling, Arrow missiles, and numerous cutting-edge UV. Israel's achievement is not isolated. It represents the future direction of military technology. Lasers, AI, autonomy, and energy-based systems are becoming the new pillars of defense. Countries that fail to adopt these trends risk falling behind. Israel, however, is not only adapting, it is leading. This leadership is reshaping military competition. It is also inspiring other nations to push the limits of science and engineering. The global landscape is shifting because of one groundbreaking innovation. As research continues, the system will only become more powerful, more accurate, and more versatile. Future upgrades may include higher energy output, larger range, multi-beam operations, and integration with air-to-air combat platforms. The possibilities are vast. Each improvement will reinforce Israel's defensive superiority. This innovation is not a one-time leap. It is the beginning of a long chain of advancements. In the coming years, the world will watch how Israel deploys, scales, and refines this technology. Its impact will be measured not only in successful intercepts, but in how it changes the mindset of militaries worldwide. Weapon development will evolve, air strategies will evolve, even political alliances may shift. This single innovation has triggered a ripple effect across global defense thinking. The shockwave is already felt in research centers, military bases, and government offices across the world. Israel's latest weapon innovation is more than just a powerful laser. It is a symbol of what cutting-edge technology can achieve when driven by necessity, creativity, and national survival. It captures the future of warfare, silent, precise, automated, and incredibly fast. As nations try to understand the full implications, one thing remains clear: Israel has once again proven itself as a global pioneer, and the world is watching closely, trying to keep up with a future that Israel has already begun to build.